What's good, YouTube? Team Zero Playing here. It's very early in the morning, uh, about 5 o'clock in the morning. I had a bunch of people messaging me um, about what's been posted on Shriek. As you can tell, this is the new forbidden list for the September ban list. And according to multiple people, they've been saying that we will be getting a new type of list every 4 months. Actually, no, take that back. 3 months, we get 4 lists. Wow. That's going to change the game significantly because you will not be able to stay with one deck for too long. This is going to be changed. This is going to change a lot of things from not only for a player standpoint, a vendor standpoint, and now it's getting to where you have to keep up with the game. You could not sit there and play one deck for too long. You've got to be able to just it's gonna make the players able to play multiple decks. So we can go through the list real quick. As you can tell, they banned all the baby dragons, burner, stream, and reactant and lightning. First of all, I wasn't even thinking about this. When I have my I haven't made my video. It was gonna be my prediction list, but I'm not gonna upload it now. Uh, I originally on my list put Super Rejuve, Card Destruction, banned, but this will be a good substitute in my opinion. It slows the Dragon deck down a lot, and it makes them the Element decks use the actual Elemental Dragons the way they're supposed to be. And then, as you say, Spellbook of Judgment. Um, I think this is a good hit. Uh, I know a bunch of people are saying that new cards don't get hit that often, but we've seen it before with DeLorean. DeLorean came out as two. It automatically, and believe Trishula was too. I think Trishula went when it came out, it was at one, and DeLorean when it came out was at two. And those are the only ones I remember. I know some of the older ones. I've had a bunch of people tell me that Machior the Destructor, he was never TCG legal. So uh, that does it for the banned cards. Now some of these limited cards are actually pretty interesting. First of all, we're gonna go with Genix Ally Birdman. Wow, did not see this coming. It's just one of those cards that I think it's a good hit just because there's I don't know if it's the Harpy OTK or the Wind OTK, but I know that and the Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. It's a two card or not two card, but it's one of the main important cards in the deck to keep the OTK going. Next, Wind Up Shark. Really? They swapped the Magician and Shark around, which I'm fine with, but it hurts Wind Ups a little bit. But according to some sources, we're getting Wind Up support in the Shadow Spectre set. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if they make something a little more broken than Shark. Next is Mermail Abystius. As you can tell, they hit Abystius instead of Lind or Dragoons or Diva or Megalo. They hit Abystius and they hit Abyssphere. So Mermails have been slowed down pretty good, well in my opinion. I think this list is gonna be pretty fun. Next, Firefish Rooster. Well, that escalated quickly. For all those who paid 129, 109, 99, and 89 for your roosters, sucks to suck. Just good luck. I mean, Konami has hit the one card that just came out in Judgment of Light. You're not even going to be able to use it in tournament play. I think you can't even use it in YCS Toronto in 2 weeks. I hope y'all had fun using it in locals and whatever little regionals you had, but we will not be seeing Fire Fist, and Konami clearly doesn't want Fire Fist to do good, or not clearly, but on the matter of being able to be competitive. Um, Next, Big Eye. I think everybody knew Big Eye. Something was going to happen to Big Eye this format, whether it went to 1 or ban. I put it at 1, so look at me. I look smart. Next, Trishula. I never thought this card would come back. I actually thought that Goyo would come back. I think Brio needs to stay because Mermails are ridiculous. And I think Mermails, if they can bring out Trisha, which they can if they go Diva, Marksman, Dragoons, and then just Trish. I mean, dear Lord. And have y'all seen the pre-sale pricing for Trishas? Or not pre-sale, but the pricing of it the past couple of days? Dang. Next, Super Reju. Thank you. Now we can stop the Dragon Roller players from herpa-derping and drawing 6 or more. I actually thought, in my opinion, Super Jew should have gotten along with Judgment and get banned. But Judgment has that capability of, oh, I am broken. I'm going to search for 4 spell books and summon Jalgan. I just stopped half your deck. Or it's I search 3, I search a Secret of Fate and a Secret Fate and a Wisdom and summon Jalgan, and I just, if you got over this field, you won't get over the next field. So that's my opinion just about Judgment and the Rejuve. I think Rejuve, like I said, should have went to ban. Just go ahead and get it out. Semi-limited. Chaos Sorcerer. My lord, this card has jumped all over the ban list. It's been from limited to semi-limited to no longer limited. I think it's only been on no longer limited once. Just once. Then it went back to 1. Then 2. Then 1. Then 2. So, Chaos Sorcerer's been all over the list. I don't remember if it was ever banned. I just think it's been on the semi-limited and limited list. Gladiator Beast Bestiari. I personally think this is the support that Gladiator Beast needed. It's a very versatile deck, and with the right build, and we still have Fire Fist. We still have the Tinky, and even down here, Tinky's at 2. So it slows the deck down, and it makes you use your searches a little more wisely. So I mean, Gladiator Beast Bestiari, I think having 2 will give it a little bit of light. I don't know how much light. Next is Grand Mole. Personally, I never thought this card would leave the 1 list, but Konami also thinks too that it has some time to just breathe a little bit. Let it see how it does for 2, and it might do it to Tsukiyome and flop. So, next is Gorge, and wow. Never thought Gorge would get added to. I remember 2 years ago, we were all talking about what cards, it was about this time, we were talking about what cards and all were coming off when synchros were big. Like when we had Brio, Glow Up Bowl was new, and it was just like we were all talking, and we all said Gorge should never come off at 1 because you can only stop Gorge once. You can only stop it with Warning or Mind Drain. So it's either Mind Drain or Soul Drain I'm thinking of. It's early, guys. Sorry. Next is Tinky. I think this was a good hit. It's better than trying to hit the bear, but hit the search card and put it to 2. Now, with the whole hype about what new changes Konami's going to make to the game, there's the one about they're going to make a ban list every 3 months for 4 ban lists every 3 months, or 1 ban list 3 months, 1 ban list. They just keep going for 4 months, so they don't do 2 a year. There's also been rumors about having a 20 card extra inside. There's also been a rumor of having a 50 card minimum deck, and I think personally, if we have a 50 card minimum, I think we should have a 20 card side. Just my opinion. Because if you're only going to give us 40, a minimum of 40 and a 15 card side, then if you bump it up by 10, I think you should bump it up by 5. You know. So, anyways, I'm getting a little sidetracked off that. I'm going to go through the list real quick. Next, we got Black Whirlwind. I think this is good. Konami's really trying to support synchros without giving us the synchros back, or even the tuners. I actually would have liked Glow Up Bowl coming back since E-Drags aren't big, but I take what I can get. So Black Whirlwind, Black Wings is one of the better synchro decks outside of Plants, which I'm gonna probably run now that we got Trishula back. And we got 2 Chaos Swords, and I might run it because we have Scapegoats and Mirror Forces. But that's another deck choice later. Like I said, Black Whirlwind, there's the whole argument about, well, Factory's at 3, but Black Whirlwind's at 1. Well, what you would do is with Black Whirlwind, you would normal summon Shura, search a Bora, or a Gale, or a Blizzard, mostly Bora and Gale, and you would summon that, and you get a free Synchro Summon. Unlike Wind Up Factory, you have to actually have an effect go off. So it's like you play the Factory, you play the Wind Up Rabbit, you use Rabbit's effect to search the Magician or Shark. So it's, I think what they're doing now is fine. Next, the cards that are off the list. Wind Up Magician. Wow. It's like I completely said before, they swapped Shark with Magician. Tsukiyame. Now, as most of y'all know, this card went from ban to 1 to 2 to 3. It flopped. People were hyping about this card. It came out as an ulti from the Astral Pack 1, and it never did anything. It was a good side deck card last format against Evil Swarms when you were running Prophecy or E-Drags. I've seen Elemental Dragons side to Tsukiyame. Next, 3 E-Calls. And I'm going to stick this along in there too with the 3 dualities. They're giving us more search cards. This is kind of hinting we're going to have a 50 card minimum, and I'm not thrilled about it, but I can handle it. You got to take what you can get. Next is Advanced Ritual Art. I don't know much about this card. I'm not going to give you all a bunch of details on it, but it's at set 3. I never played in the format where Advanced Ritual Art was at 1, so sorry. Next, Scapegoat. Wow. I never thought Scapegoat would hit 3. I actually thought it would go to 2 first. But I guess Konami's thinking they're trying to support their token set. Yeah. Sorry, it is 5 something in the morning. I'll go on later about that. I'm fixing to be moving to my new apartment. So, if you don't get a video from me for about a month, sorry. Like I said, Scapegoat, I actually thought they'd put the 2 before they put the 3, but you just gotta take what Konami gives you and abuse it. And they're trying to support their token sets, and Shadow Specters, I think, with all that being said, I think Reasoning could have went to 3 last format, but I think Elemental Dragons would have abused it. And Mirror Force. Konami is going to punish the bad players now. They're going to make you play smart. Those noobs that we have, they're going to have to play smarter. If not, they're going to get punished by 3 Mirror Force. Wow. Just wow. I actually thought they would have given us Bottomless over Mirror Force. Because Bottomless, it stops the summon, but Mirror Force, it could potentially wipe an entire field. Because most people aren't playing Starlight Road. But this is your new list. This is on Shriek if you want to go check it out. The As you can tell, you can see a shriek. No, nothing fake about it. I got this straight off of Zodiac Duelist. I even looked it up myself on Shriek Topics, and my final thoughts about this whole list, it is pretty balanced. The only thing that I didn't like, um, and this is not being said about me as being a former Plant Synchro player, I really thought that they were going to put Glow Up Bulb to 1 instead of Trish. Uh, what else? I think Longfire could have went to 2 or Dandelion. I really do think that. And then there was. Uh, I thought they would have done something with card destruction. I really thought they were going to do something this time with it. And I really thought that Worlds would have told Konami card destruction. It's not needed in this game. You don't need to when you have a bad hand, and you can't play out of it, or you don't want to play out of it, and your opponent's set up, you drop your hand and then pick up the cards you need, and your opponent's out of luck. I mean, and really, the one card that I'm really mad about that isn't at 2 is Book of Moon. It slows the format down. I know Konami is trying to, but give us our 2 Book of Moons. That's pretty much going to slow it down, and people would play 2 if they had to. Like, people are not playing Book of Moon at all because they don't have 2. It's not good at 1, and it would definitely help the game out. So, let me guys know what you think. I'll be up for a while, so you can message me on YouTube. Sorry, I don't give out my Facebook. I might make another. I might make a Facebook just for YouTube type stuff and do all the coverage and stuff. Lately, I've been judging my locals, so there's not been that many videos posted. I've also been doing vending, and I really haven't had that much time playing. So, just let me guys know. Like I said, let me know what you think about the list, and I'm out.